that goes by. People always ask me why I block hoes. Listen up, baby girl, shit, I'm about to let you know why I always gotta block hoes. Whoa, 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 whoa. They talking shit up in my comments. Yeah. They don't know, but I'm about to block them. Cause every day, I block hoes. They be being shady, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cause you know I block hoes, baby. In different area codes, baby. You never know, but I block.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Friday. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Y'all, I almost did not come live. I am so tired, y'all. Like, I am sleepy. But I already said it, so I said, let me do my little quick one too, because I don't want to fall behind on the content, child. But anyways, y'all, I'm tired. Okay, so we gonna talk. We gonna dialogue. We gonna get into the tea, to the smoke, and all of that for a little minute, a little hot minute. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Let me see who we got up in y'all, so we can get into it. So we can get into the smoke, into the tea. All right, let's see. Hey, Bianca, Pear. Hey, Miss Geraldine, my bro Terry. Shout out to you for that copyright. Make sure y'all let me know if my sound is good, of course. Hey, Miss Witty. Hey, Love Cat. Hey, Miss Lovely. Hey, Sierra. Miss Margaret. We got Child of God. Miss Tracy. Who else? Who else? Let me see. Aaron in the building. Miss Stephanie K. Brown. Sierra. Miss Eve. Miss Deborah Montez. That's so jazzy. We got Michelle the Bell. We got hold up. Let's see. Latae, of course. We got Lola, Lala, not Lola, child, I'm blind. Lala, the business in the building. Lakeisha, Sweetly Favor, Be Rich. Okay. Jazzy Red, Miss Pamela, Miss Diane. We got Miss Yolanda, Pisces Divine Goddess, Tasha Newsom, Pretty Green Eyes. Miss Sabrina, Miss Angela, Pete in the building. Hold on, let's see. You say you was waiting on a reset. Let's see. Listen, I almost did it there. I got out that shower. I was like, oh Lord, I'm tired. Y'all know after a long day, once you take that good old hot shower, it makes you even more sleepy. So I was like, I already said it. Just do your live stream stuff. So that's why I jumped on. And then my kids gone. Well, my oldest son here, but my smaller one's gone. So it's real quiet in the house. Hey, Miss Elisa. Who did I miss? Thank you, Kim, for the super. I appreciate your support, my girl. Hey, Cindy Chain. She say, girl, I'm here today, and LaTruth ain't refused to sign. She don't have no motion. She needs y'all to bring her some traction. No, actually, he did. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I know. Okay? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what they ain't telling y'all. Let me go down. But I agree with him though. That's the thing. And I'll tell y'all why. Hey Brandy, hey Virgo Goddess. Who else? Uh, wait, Kim. Oh yeah, that was you sent me this. Thank you again for the super Kim. Hey Kimberly Marrows. Hey Miss Linda. Hey Crystal. Miss E. We got. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. The J in the building. Kiara. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all know how my lives go. For the most part, most of my people don't get the notifications. That's a YouTube thing. It ain't a pop thing. I promise. So, but they do come in as the live progresses, so that's also a good thing. But shout out to y'all. Hey, Sharwig Adventures. Hey, Miss Robin. If y'all would like to donate to my channel monetarily, you can cash out me $1 one. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people. It's a few of y'all. It ain't many, but it's a few, and I am greatly, greatly appreciative. I promise. You could also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Please, 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 y'all watch those ads as they come through, whether they are skippable or not. Please watch them because that's how we as creators get our little bag, child. That's how we make our little coin. So make sure y'all watching them ads. You can also support the platform by getting a membership. I know a few of y'all was trying to get one when I went live. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't even remember. I don't know if I did a live yesterday or not. But some people was, having a hard time trying to get the membership. But the link is pinned in the chat, y'all. And if I have any mods in here, y'all, please keep the membership link in rotation for the ones that are trying to get a membership. But definitely hit that like button, y'all, because that's free. Like I always say, free 99. Can't be free, baby. Well, shout out to y'all. Thank you for that super Kim. Okay. Who else we got? Hey, Sweet Mocha. Hey, Miss Beverly. Hey, Miss Patricia. Demetria. Okay, y'all. So like I was saying, I was trying to find that receipt. That's actually what I was doing before I jumped on here. I was trying to find that receipt. If y'all remember, we actually went over this when the divorce decree came out. But I don't know. Wait, why is my thing this small? Hold on, let me fix it, y'all. I don't want to remove it. Let's see if I can edit it. Because it's not. Okay, that's better. I don't know why it was so small. I didn't click on it. Hey, Sierra, same to you, my girl. So, yes, happy birthday to all the Aries in the room. Miss Pamela says she up next on the 26th. Okay, 51 and young baby. Shout out to you. Happy blessed early birthday to my girl. What I was saying, y'all. Oh, okay. So if y'all remember when we went over the divorce decree, right? That was one of the stipulations that was in the decree. But here's where the manipulation comes in at. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up what she put up. Pull it post, child. I know I wait, did I? Yeah, I see. Open. And I want to pull up sleepings also. So we will pull up these two. Where's the rest of it? Balance. Okay. I ain't gonna pull up the second part because I don't even want to put the cheering on my screen. All right, let's see. Then, this is the one, the first one I want to share. All right, so y'all, this is what LaOnya posted, right? But pay attention to the manipulation. Keep the manipulation in this post and the gaslighting. So she says, any advice on how I can renew a passport for my child if the other person won't sign? Sad face. Is there something the courts can do? Question mark. I don't want my children to miss out on trips this summer, right? Keep the manipulation, y'all. Now let's break this down, child. Let's break this down. Why did I click off of this? So if y'all remember when we went over the divorce decree, one of the stipulations in the decree was that the child cannot, because keep in mind, they have joint custody. Even though she has, the majority of the days, or whatever, and he gets every other weekend, holidays, whatever, whatever. Don't quote me if that's a little off, child. But they do have joint custody. And she cannot leave the country with the child unless RH signs off on it. She can go within the country, but she cannot leave the country unless he signs off on it. Hence, her needing him to sign off on a passport because you only need a passport if you're going out of the country. You don't need a passport within the United States. You don't need a passport. And I don't blame him. And it's, child, some of these women really be pissing me off because at the end of the day, take your bitterness out of this situation, take your personal feelings out of this situation. This is this man's child. He's going to make the best decision, what he deems as the best decisions for his child. That's his child. That's not our child. That's not your child. That's his child and LaOnya's child at the end of the day. And it ain't Sleepy's child either, even though LaTruth had to make a lot of decisions when it came to his kids for 6 years because he was non-existent. Let's be clear. And I got a little something I found in my receipts for him too. But that's that man's child. And she knew what she was doing when she made this post, y'all, because who else was she talking about? Who else was she talking about? We know Sleepy don't care. And he even co-signed it when he made his post just for some motion to let everybody know, RH, let that baby go, I guess they use that gaslighting situation. I mean, they use that situation to gaslight by saying, oh, I don't want to make the children miss out on trip. No. If that man say he don't want his child going out the country, you can't do nothing but respect it. At the end of the day, everybody parent differently. If he say he'll feel way more safer if he's with his child and his child is going out the country, you can't do nothing but respect that. At the end of the day, it was her who made the decision to go to the courts in the first place. It was her who made the decision to get those YT people involved in their situation in the first place because she could have handled her RA situation just like she did Sleepy. Did she bring Sleepy to court? And we all can see who's the active father here. So at the end of the day, this is your fault, ma'am. You wanted to get them people involved because you knew RH was the bag and you didn't want to miss out. You wanted to make sure you get what you deem you are owed when it comes to your child. You didn't give him that same privilege that you gave baby daddy number 1 and now baby daddy number 3. Them two ain't on child support. And it ain't because they take care of their children. We know that's not why. One is a conflict of interest because y'all still uh uh bumping Dusty's, and the other one we know it's because his coins ain't right. He ain't loaded. He's not one of them. Okay, he ain't one of them, baby. But at the end of the day, she knew what she was doing when it came to RH, and that's why she put the people in his life because she knew doggone well that RH was gonna be a good daddy to his child. Because let's not forget that one of the reasons why she even wanted a child with him in the first place is because how he fathered his first daughter. Let's not forget. And I got a receipt to co-sign and validate that also. It's for both of them, for her and Sleepy. Oh, how soon we forget, baby. Because you are the main reason why we even know that this man is a great father. It's because of your words. Because she made it known. She constantly came on the internet. This is before her and Sleepy decided to be in cahoots to go against this man. When she was still with her husband, she made it very well known how good of a father RH was. But because RH left her and decided he didn't want to reconcile their marriage, and they decided they wanted to be in cahoots to go against him, that's what happened. No. But she knew what she was doing. I don't want my children to miss out on the trips this summer. Well, how about you take them within the United States? I wouldn't even want to bring my children out of the country. And with all of this that's going on, consider it. It's the people that say, "Oh, he just being bitter. He jealous of her with everything she got going on." Child, that girl ain't post nothing about RH in months. Almost a year, if I'm not mistaken. She ain't post nothing negative about that man. If any, oh, let's not forget. Hold up. Um, wasn't she the same one that was just saying she don't have no problems with none of her baby zaddies? All her baby zaddies step when it comes to their kids, and they know their kids' place, and they know their place when it comes. Child, there's none of that bitter situation going on. Ain't she the same person that just said that, y'all? On Snapchat? Because I played that receipt. And I could pull it up if we need to hear it again. But she was the same one who came on here, well, on Snapchat, and let some dude know because the dude said ain't no man gonna take you serious with all them cheering and babies at. And that's where she came with the whole, well, if you a boss, because men see I'm a boss and a queen. but she was definitely trying to manipulate her supporters, and she know what posts like this do. She know when she make these type of posts, the only thing that's gonna happen is her supporters gonna start attacking RH. They're gonna get in his comments and start putting all kind of negative stuff. That's exactly why she posted it. Because at the end of the day, if that man, it's little miss, I'm trying to set boundaries. She ain't gonna never learn. At what point do you stop bringing your business to the internet? At what point? That's why you ain't gonna never have no peace on your platform. You might have never put that man's name in this post, but everybody knows who you're talking about. Hence, just you putting this, it brought forth reaction. You got different bloggers that's reacting to this. You got some who's in favor, some who are not. She knew exactly what she was doing when she posted it. And they ain't gonna miss out on no trips because, ma'am, you barely take them anywhere. If anything, it's gonna be about the twins. It's gonna be about the twins. And oh, let's not forget, RH, don't he get half, if not almost the whole summer with his daughter anyways? So how many trips can you really take with her? You know, of course, Sleepy gonna sign off because let's not forget, it was just y'all. Didn't she just make a post? Drop them cheering out. Drop them cheering out. Drop them to their daddy. He ain't gotta have a lot of money. He can do Netflix and chill like he do with the women. Wasn't that just her? Ain't it spring break, y'all? Oh, how quickly plans change, baby. So of course, Sleepy gonna be jolly and make a post talk about sign for them cheering passport, let them cheer and go on them trips. Of course he gonna say that. He ain't got that type of time anyways. He barely see him twice a year. While y'all over there praising him. Y'all praising the one that we barely see. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How often does this man get his cheering while he trying to tell the one who's active, who actually sees his child every other week, plus holidays, plus summer, plus paying child support? How he gonna try to tell that man what to do with his child? If you don't go sit all the way down, oh Lord, hold on, y'all. I was on the other screen, child, just going off. Let me drink some of this coffee because I can see my voice ready to go. Let me calm down. Let me calm down because I see the play, y'all. I peep the play, baby. I peep the play. Thank you, Miss Sabrina. You say, look how baby, stay lit and ready. Just showing you some love, my girl. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Like, I just don't understand it. That is not cool. Like, at the end of the day, if that man say his baby can't go out the country, she can't go. Period. Who are y'all to tell him what he doing? And how does that make him bitter? That's the part that I don't understand, y'all. So he bitter. Like I said, mind you, the very same person who made this post is the very same person who just said not that long ago that she don't have no issues with none of her baby daddies. All of her baby daddies step when it come to her kids. Didn't she just say that, y'all? Now all of a sudden, because he don't want to sign off on a passport, because like I said, it has to be a mutual agreement for the child to leave the country. And that's a big liability. Anything can happen when a child goes out, not just a child. Look at everything that's going on, period, with all of these girls disappearing and getting unalived and all of this different stuff out of the country. That's not easy access. If something was to happen while his child is out of the country with her mama, he can't get to her a quick, fast, in a hurry like he could if she was within the United States. How are y'all mad about that? They have one disagreement in months, almost a year, not a year, child, But they have one disagreement, one custody disagreement in about 6 months, and all of a sudden he's bitter, child, or he jealous because she got this and that going on. Make it make sense. If he was bitter, he would be disagreeing with everything. He would be bringing everything to the internet. He's not the one who brings the business to the internet. Keep that in mind. She does. And like I said, she knew what she was doing when she made this post. Of course, Sleepy gonna agree to it. He barely have his kids anyway, and he don't have to pay for nothing. So of course he gonna agree to it. He gonna agree to whatever she say. If she trying to bring him to the moon, child, he gonna agree. Because guess what? He ain't got to deal with her. You see him make a post every blue moon about the cheering or something that, well, he posts about RH more than his cheering at this point. Now all of a sudden he getting praised. Child bye. Child bye. That's why I say she need to give the tea for real on him. While she over there posting Carlton dancing in her story because Sleepy made that post. What you need to do is tell these people how you really feel about your first baby daddy. Because a lot of us know for real. Tell them how you really feel. Tell them how you complain about him behind the scenes. But that don't get brought to Front Street because they want people to see a united front when it comes to them to go against RH. It's in their benefit for them to be a united front publicly because it makes RH look like the bad guy. But you can't tell me, and here's the thing, you don't even have to know that to know. If you a woman, you should know. Based on what we see, y'all, this girl always got them cheering. Sleepy hardly ever has those kids. And we all, as women, need a break sometimes. So you can't tell me that she ain't complaining about him being an absent parent. FaceTime call ain't the same as being active, baby. You can't tell me she ain't complaining. Ain't no way. She's good with their arrangement. She can make all the posts she want and pretend like they all good and he do this and he do that. But for the past few times she done insinuated that her kids was going to meet him, it has been a change of plans. I wonder why. I wonder why. Just like now, they on spring break. They were supposed to go meet their daddy. And guess what happened? They end up at Great Wolf Lodge with her. Why he couldn't bring them to Great Wolf Lodge for spring break? Drop them cheering off to their daddy. Why he couldn't bring them, y'all? Make it make sense. Thank you, Miss Shalonda, for that soup. I appreciate your support, my girl. Hey, everyone. Thank you, Miss Angela. I didn't even see y'all was sending me that. Let me see if somebody. Okay, thank y'all. I appreciate you guys' support. I just don't understand it. That girl's not trying to travel with those children. You know what, Jay? I don't think so either. I feel like that was just a ploy, and she did that because, like I said, RH has to sign off on it in order for her to get baby girl's passport. Which I seen Queen Steph saying something about it shouldn't even be expired. But here's the thing. That could very well be true that her passport is still active. But that's why I told y'all, don't forget the fact that he has to sign off on it for her to be able to go out of the country. Not within the United States, out of the country. So her passport can be very well still in standing, but to leave the country, the father has to be in agreement. So while she making posts asking social media if there's something that the courts can do, when she already know that it's because of the courts that this is even in place. Because you went to the courts in the first place, ma'am. You agreed to all of this when you signed your divorce decree and your custody agreement. That's why I say it's gaslighting and manipulation. Because what you already know that the courts is the ones who ordered this in the first place, and y'all both signed off on it. So no, it's nothing that the courts can do. While you got people over there talking about, well, if he's an absent, knowing doggone well they see this man on social media with his child every visit. Every visit. Make it make sense. That man ain't no absent father. Y'all got him confused with the sleeping one over there. This man ain't missing a visit. And still paying child support and still take his baby shopping. It ain't too many who gonna do that. All these sorry ninjas out here, and y'all still treating this man as if he's one of them. Come on now. Take the personal feelings out of it. You can feel how you want to feel about him as a man, but don't take away how he is as a father, because you can see the action. We all can see the action. If you just gotta criticize him as a man because you disagree with his actions, don't let it pour over into what we actually see him doing when it comes to his child. Because we see him being active. It's not like we don't see it. Everybody can see the same thing. Even she said it. And I wish I would have thought about that before, because I would have pulled that receipt too. She said it herself. All of her cheering daddy's step when it comes to her kids. She said it twice. She said it in a comment, and she also said it on Snapchat. So let's stop acting like he's bitter just because he don't want to sign off on her to get a passport so she could take that baby out of the country. Because like I said, that's the only reason why you even need a passport. You don't need a passport within the United States. Period. Just because Sleepy allow his to do whatever. And here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, why would he need to sign off when there's no custody arrangement there? So it's giving cap on his end too. Because why would you need to sign off on something when y'all don't even have a custody arrangement? He ain't had to sign off before when he was absent, when her and LaTruth was taking them kids all out the country. He was nowhere around. Which brings me to my next receipt. Hold on. Because this is for both of them right here. Wait, let me go down these comments before I pull that one up. I don't blame RH. Has more sense than she could ever have. Why is she taking those babies out of the country? Child, he really needs to sit this out. Broke Ninja. RH needs to report her. Walt must be going home. Like, dude, you got it's the audacity for me. If you and this is my thing. I expect way more from women. Whether you like RH or not, if you gonna call certain things out about RH, call it out about the first baby daddy too. Don't let him slide as a woman, period. As a woman with kids. Because there's a lot you don't see from him that should be called out. If you really stand for something, if you really standing on business when it comes to the kids, let's not leave him out of the equation. Just because he co-signing with the baby mama, that mean he gets the slack when it comes to the kids. I thought we was for the kids, right? I thought everybody was for the kids. But he gets a slack though. He gets to not have his kids around him, and he still get praised as being a good child by. The internet is so backwards, it don't make no sense. No sense at all, child. Hey Gemini, hey Carmen. I'm just not understanding y'all. Hey Juanita. Like, this man is not doing anything. What are you how often do we see him with them cheering? And you know what he doing now, because he act like he don't care what the internet say, but he do, because now he's starting to post them more. When he do have them, you gonna see him post them. It's like he try to call RH an internet dad. He's doing the exact same thing, which is posting the kids when he have them, because he do care about what the internet say. Hey, Latoya, hey, Miss Jackie, he do care, y'all. But you got the nerve, child. If you don't go sit all the way down, sir, of course you agree to it. You barely have them cheering anyway. Let me find out your wife don't want them kids there, or something really happened behind the scenes, because we haven't been seeing you with them. Did they go for Christmas? Wait, did they go to? Was it this Christmas when he bought them that sorry? When Lala had that little sorry game and all them little cheap child? I don't remember, but I don't remember. But spring break is here. That lady been having them cheering all year. Why you couldn't get them for that little 1-2 weeks? Even if she wanted to take them to Great Wolf Lodge, you could have still got them for at least a week. What stopped it? What stopped it while he posting an old picture trying to make it seem like he been doing stuff? Child by. You took that picture the last time they was with you. That ain't present. That ain't present. All right, let's pull this one up, y'all. Oh, let me pull up his first. Then I'm gonna pull up that whammy. Then we're gonna pull up that whammy. All right, hold on. Come on, mouse. All right. So Sleepy says, ARH, sign that passport so that baby can travel the world. Not the world. I guarantee you, even with RH signing that passport, them cheering probably would make maybe one trip. Maybe one trip. We're talking about Laonia here. Let's not act like this girl be taking them kids all over the world, baby. If anything, we literally witnessed, we all witnessed the same thing, right? We seen where the three oldest, which is Sleepies, would get left behind, and Momo was going everywhere. We seen that. We seen that. And now Momo is getting left behind, and it's the twins going everywhere. You really think Janashos is gonna be going on trips with all them cheering? If that's the case, he would have told her to bring the kids when she went to LA last week. Because the real man that's really rocking with you and what comes with you, they're not gonna let you leave what comes with you behind. While he over there making posts talking about he miss his babies. What about your woman? What about her other kids? You don't miss them too? They not a part of that family? And let's say, okay, he don't include her other kids. What about her? Ain't y'all in a relationship? New beginnings? All you miss is the twins? Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm her. Hey, Miss Lolita. Hey, me, us. So, Mr. Sleepy says, ARH, sign that passport so that baby can travel the world. Since you said before you weren't doing something unless I do something. Well, fam, I signed for my kiddos. Stop lying, first and foremost, because you didn't have to sign before. When RH was married to her and they was going all across the world with them cheering, you were nowhere to be found. You were nowhere to be found, sir. So stop. Why would you have to sign now? Child, why is this man lying? Why is it you only need a sign on the passport if there's a custody agreement in order? Why is he lying? So he says, be thankful that these kids can travel the world and explore God's creation. And oh, let me backtrack this a little bit. Because he says, since you said before you were doing something unless I do something. Here's where you're wrong, Sleepy. RH been doing something. He actually takes care of his child. He gets her every other weekend for his visits. He pays his child support. He gets her on holidays. He takes her shopping also while she's with him. That's extra. Y'all not the same, sir. Y'all not the same. Talking about he say, since you said before you were doing something, unless I do something. I don't think that's what he meant. Okay? I don't think that's what he meant, sir. Because he been doing for his child. Hence why you don't see your baby mama coming on the internet cutting up. Hence why you seen multiple posts where she literally said herself all of her baby daddy's steps. Even though we know she was lying about you. Because we can see the difference. We can see the difference. Trust the plus. It's payday pop. He has to say he misses them. But them don't include her. And she the one with the check. She the one with the check, child. It ain't them twins check, okay? Listen. I said, Lord, not I miss the babies. So he says, let's see. Be thankful that these kids can travel the world and explore God's creation. For one, they didn't went multiple places, sir. It's not like they missing out on nothing. And if that man say he don't want his child going out of the country, because I think people's getting it misconstrued. They acting like RH said his child can't go nowhere. RH has no control over where she brings her within the U.S. He clearly said on his live he didn't see his baby out of the state and never even got a phone call. But what he can control is if she takes her out of the country. It's a difference. Let's not get it misconstrued. He's not making his child miss out on nothing except for going out the country. If that's the one thing he asks, give him that. That man ain't coming on social media complaining about his baby mama outside of what they be saying about him. But you don't see him coming out here saying, oh, she doing this, she doing that. I see she taking my child this place. She ain't called me and let me know. He ain't doing that. And I guarantee you, if he was, y'all would still call him bitter. Oh, he's just jealous of her because she got this and she can do that. Y'all not fair. Y'all not fair. Make it make sense. If he say he don't want his 5-year-old going out the country, then give him that. That's his child. That ain't your child. That don't make him bitter. Just because he don't agree with that does not make him bitter. That's some crazy word. He could be one of those daddies that say F you and that child, even if it's mine. I'm not understanding the outrage when he could be one of those daddies. And it's a whole lot of them out here that they will literally say F that child just to not have to deal with the baby mama. And we all seen what she put him through on this internet. We all seen what he took. We all seen the beating that he took and still taking from some of these bitter women. And he never turned his back on his child. Like the least they could do is give him props for that child. Ooh. She is, today. She is. Because that's still bringing their business to the internet. And not just that, Sleepy even made it worse because he's considered third party. How you trying to tell this man what he need to do with his child because you don't care about what happens with yours? Your BM still being with the same ninja who said F your kids, who bruised her. Because if I could recall, I remember Sleepy going live or making a post calling himself addressing social media because social media was trying to tell him that this ninja punched his son in the chest And he said, well, if my baby mama, if I call my baby mama and she say everything's good and these kids safe, then I'm gonna take her word. So I guess you didn't take her word when she came to the internet and put it on the floor and let the world know that Janassus was not the man who she was painting him to be. Where were you when she put it on the floor? Because we didn't hear a peep out of you. While you constantly over there pulling pieces of content off of RH page, why you didn't pull that content off your baby mama page and let us know how you felt about that, sir? Because your baby mama said she was being with the devil and had to repair the broken hearts of not only herself but y'all kids too. Where were you? Why wasn't that content reviewed? Why you constantly reviewing RH's content? Let's be fair. Baby daddy number one. Why didn't you review that? When everybody was talking about the nostrils, why didn't you review it on Wickedicalousness? That word time. That word is a struggle word, okay? Listen. Why didn't you review it on that podcast? Me, you and that other dude. That question needs to be answered. You act like that whole situation didn't take place. That girl went on a whole spree, letting the world know she was literally outside of this man's house, waiting, thinking he was going to come and return a 10K ring that she paid for. While her daddy had to call her on the phone and tell her to get her ass from up over there. Like, did you check on your kids then? Did you check to see what them cheering was while she was cutting up carrying on the internet? Huh? Because I mean, at the end of the day, you do know that when the mom is in turmoil, you do know that 9 times out of 10, not even 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10, what affects the mom affects the kids. So if the mother is in emotional turmoil, then guess what? If the mom ain't good, the kids ain't good. Like, I'm not understanding. That's why I say he need to sit it out. You need to sit this one out, sir. Because you got so much to say about the man who was actually there for your kids, but nothing to say about the one who said F you and them cheering. Yeah? That man said that. She put it on the floor. You said you was waiting for your baby mama to let you know that this is what it is. And when she did, crickets, we ain't heard a peep. We ain't seen a Bible scripture, not nothing. Then he say, they have been places I have never been. Let them make memories and enjoy the moment. Life is short. Ugh. I hope they ate him up in them comments. I didn't even look at the comments. Somebody sent me this because I didn't even go on his page. I'm so disgusted with him, with his fake Christian wannabe, whatever he call himself. Because you can't. No, I feel like he's one of those religious people who uses their religion for convenience, only when it benefits his convenience, or certain things that he needed to benefit. He ain't an all around religious person. He'll turn a blind eye to people that's in close proximity, or if it's a conflict of interest, or if it could cause him problems, he ain't gonna speak on. He ain't speaking on nothing attached to his baby mama. He gonna throw some subs now. Don't get it twisted. Because he talk about women being half naked on the internet twerking all the time. But he won't say her name. But he most definitely gonna throw some subs away. But like I said, I can't take him serious until he address Janastra. You want us to take you serious? While you up here worrying about why this man ain't signing off on a passport for his baby to leave out the country, which is none of your concern. You want us to take you serious? Address the nostril. Because whether they still together or not, it's a lot of things that happened in that house that affected your kids, and you still have yet to say anything. I would think that's more important. Hey Gina. Hey Brown Cat Eyes. Hey Wise One. Hey Miss Stephanie. I would think that's way more important, sir, than you worrying about if the second baby daddy gonna sign a passport. Worry about your kids. Worry about your kids, the kids that you was absent for 6 years. Like Queen Steph say, when you was in hibernation. Worry about your children, baby. Not this man child. Not this man child. Because RH ain't getting in y'all business no more. He ain't saying nothing about y'all kids. He did his big one while he was in that marriage, but they are no longer his concern because you active, right? They got a daddy, right? You the same one. Oh, how soon people forget. Let's not forget, y'all. Season 1 of Just Being Brianna, the show that came after the divorce, the separation. Let's not forget episode number 1 when Laonia sat all her kids at the round table and asked them, what would you guys like more? What would you guys like from your dad, your real dad? Let's not forget that question because that question is very important. That question showed that it was an absence. Anytime you got to ask your kids and you got to specify which dad you're referring to, like make it make sense. She had to say your dad, your real dad. Because guess what? They knew RH to be their dad. They knew RH to be the present dad, the active dad. Because if biological dad was present and active, she wouldn't have had to specify which dad she was referring to. Or he even have to ask her kids, what would you guys like more from him? Which let me know that it was some things that were lacking, sir. While you over there trying to act like you this big dad stepper. Like I've been there, been doing the damn thing with these kids. Child bye. Child bye. It's your baby mama that let us know your absence was definitely felt. Okay? So that brings me to my next receipt. Let's go and put it on the flow. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. I feel like God dropped this receipt in my lap because I wasn't even looking for this. I was not looking for this. Oh, I was not looking for this. And I just ran across it. Okay? Listen. And we all know who that beautiful baby girl was, right? We all know who that beautiful baby girl is. So this post was made on June 16th, 2019 by none other than Miss Lounge. It says, let me clear my throat, for the ones in the back. It says, you guys, there is nothing more sexier than a man who takes care of his child. But what's even more attractive is a man who takes care and loves children like his own who aren't his. You are an amazing man, all caps, but more importantly, an amazing father, all caps. They say women tend to date men like their fathers, and you do have a lot in common with my father, ooh Lord, when it comes to parenthood. You accepted me and my children as a package deal, and I accepted yours. And now here we are having our own bundle of joy. I love you, and you're the GOAT and MVP of our family. Period. Happy Father's Day to a real one. Robert Hampton, aka LaTruth. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting, y'all. What do y'all think about this post? Like I say, it just fell in my lap when I was looking for another receipt, right? I feel like it was definitely needed for this moment, just to remind Sleepy how his absence was definitely felt, or maybe not felt, child, because RH was doing the damn thing when it came to fatherhood. And Laonia let us know on a regular how of an amazing father RH was to them cheering babies. I even remember, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember this, but you had to have been watching their content when they were actually a family to remember this. And some of y'all are some OGs, y'all probably remember this. But Laonia did a live, right? This was years ago when they, like I say, when they were still together or whatever. She did a story time live where she was telling her audience how Lauren, RH, he would work or whatever, and he would be gone at nighttime or whatever, or leave whatever he going to do his jobs, gigs, whatever it was, child. And Lauren would not go to sleep until her daddy came home and tuck her into where she could tell him she loved him, and he would tell it back to her. So she would not go to sleep until her daddy, her father, LaTruth, made it back home safely. That came from Laonia. Okay? I remember her telling that story. She was worried about his safety. So she wouldn't fall asleep until she knew he was back home in the house safe, and had to tuck her in. Y'all remember that? I remember that story time. So it's just mind boggling how, he over there pretending like he's been active. How? How? For one, it's impossible for you to be 100% active in the first place if your baby mama married to another man and you don't even live in the same state, sir. So that's cap. I could see if he was on some, you know, I do the best I can. I know I live in another state. I can't be there 100% of the time, but I am trying with what the resources that I do have, and I get my kids when I can. But he not even on that humble type. He's 100% active, y'all. That bump the fact that we can see he's literally not there. We can see the kids are always with their mother. So to act like you've been active, and when RH said on his live today, because he put it on the floor, so make sure y'all go back and watch RH's live. I respect that. I respect the fact that he directly lets Sleepy know what it is. You ain't did enough to speak on me, baby. He let him know. Like you talking to the man that was there. Like he said, why you ain't saying nothing about me the 6 years that I was in the house with your kids? You wait till me and this woman are no longer together to want to pop your ish and constantly speak on me. And I agree with that. That in itself gives clout chasing. It gives clout chasing. Because why didn't if you felt so strongly about this man and what he do when it comes to your kids, why did you never speak on him when he was around your kids? You speaking on him now that he's no longer around your kids is giving clout chasing. I'm not understanding. And let's be all the way clear. The only reason why you are not on child support is because of this man right here. And that's a fact. It ain't because you've been doing. You ain't on child support because of this man. Because of the role that he took on and he took over. Because your baby mama said she have her husband who's 100% there, so she ain't had to worry about no baby daddy. You was non-existent, null and void. Just a thought that swivered away years ago. That came from her mouth when they were speaking on bitter baby mamas and bitter baby daddies, non-existent baby mamas and baby daddies. Y'all remember that car conversation that him and Lawnya had? When they was talking about the bitter exes that you could have kids with, and she interrupted LaTruth when LaTruth was speaking on bitter baby mamas. She felt so strongly about Sleepy's absence that she interrupted her husband saying what he was saying so she can get it out. She said women would DIE to have a baby daddy like her husband. That was her word. And she said, but I don't even care about that ninja because I got my husband. So when you speak on why you're not on child support, you should be thanking this man. Because he did for not only his, but he did for the ones that weren't biologically his. He handled his business when he was in home with your baby mama and her kids to where she didn't need to get child support from you. And if she started getting it, she hid it from her husband. Because if it was of any value, she wouldn't have had to hide what was going on from her husband. Y'all said that, remember? I've been doing for my kids. Lawnya, the one who came out here and said that little $300 y'all giving us ain't enough. $100 a month for 3 kids? I mean, each child? Child. My oldest son wife is with that. What's $100 a month per child? What can a child really do? That's their cell phone bill. If that. Make it make sense. Your baby mama the one who said that wasn't enough. And men need to stop forgetting about the kids that are outside of the home just because you choose to go and procreate and marry someone else. She said that. She the one who told us you forgot about your kids when you got married and created a home with another woman. That was your baby mama that said that. So while you constantly coming out here acting like people just coming at you for no reason, you need to remember what your baby mama put out here about you, sir. Hey, Cree. Hey, Vivi. Hey, Alicia. He sure did. He put them pit bulls on. Hey, Laurie. Like he be forgetting, dude. Don't let's not forget. Let's not forget. This man did a lot for your children. A whole lot. Hey, Latoya. He did a lot for your kids. So if anything, you ain't gotta be friends with him, but you definitely shouldn't be having no beef with him. Cause you don't know what type of pillow talking was going on with this man and his wife when he was married to her. It was because of her that RH even had any kind of friction with you in the first place. Because he wouldn't know nothing about you, your absence, or even who you are if it wasn't for her, sir. We as women, when we get with a man, you best believe we're gonna talk some ish about the exes, especially if it was a toxic relationship. Y'all whole situation ship, because it don't seem like y'all was ever in a relationship because you had them in rotation. Because you up and married the other one. So y'all whole situationship was toxic. When Lawnya gave her story time about you, that let us know right there that that whole situationship was toxic. So I could only imagine the pillow talking that she had with her husband about you, sir. Why you talking about, I would never allow another man to adopt my children? Well, it was a point where you were absent. You had to be absent for that conversation to even come up in the first place. Because if a man is active and present when it comes to his kids, adoption ain't even on the table or under it. Okay? It ain't even considered. So it had to have been there. Your absence was definitely felt, and it was a lot of very important moments when it came to your kids that made it to the internet that we didn't see you. We seen LaTruth. Like that TV interview when they went on that TV show about your son Isaiah getting bullied that went viral. They had Robert Hampton as that child father on that news screen. You would think a father who's active and present would want to be a part of that type of moment, right, y'all? Somebody who's active and present ain't missing out on nothing like that. That was an important milestone it's still on the internet. It's still on the internet. Even if we go to the branding of the kids, if you go to KT management page, those kids are still up there. Even though Laonya is no longer with them, they got rid of her. But those pictures are still on that page under LaTruth's brand. It says, and I quote, Isaiah LaTruth, Joshua LaTruth, Amora LaTruth. What's the other one name, y'all? Lauren LaTruth. That's what it says. It don't say nothing about no Donaldson. So please stop. Please stop. Hey, I'm chosen. Love you. Like, make it make sense. And that's my whole thing, y'all. Like, it wouldn't even be no issue, but dude, stop acting like you've been that. Because the world could see you were absent. And that tea been floating behind the scenes about you and how your baby mama really feel about you, Ninja. She ain't gonna come on the forefront and say it because she wants people to see a united front. That way you can co-sign her BS when it comes to RH and the narrative that was put out about him. Of course, when she breaks up with the husband, of course she's going to tell you certain things to make you feel like he did certain things. She ain't gonna tell you what she was saying and doing. She ain't gonna tell you all the bad things she told her husband about you. She gonna only tell you what her husband said. But you gotta keep in mind a real one, a real smart one gonna know, well, the only way this man gonna even know of me is based off of what you telling. Because why would he have smoke with you if he didn't even know you? That smoke came from conversations with y'all baby mama, dude. You from the streets, you should know how it go. I know you ain't naive. I know you ain't that green. You have to be a fool to really think that or age gonna have smoke with you, not even knowing who you are. Like, dude, he don't even know you. Only thing he knew of you is what his baby mama told. I mean, what his ex-wife told her. He told him about you. Other than that, that man didn't know you to have smoke with you. And anytime you marry a man and all you hear is bad things about their ex, guess what? That's automatic smoke because a man, when you get in a relationship with a man, they take on the position of being your protector. So guess what? If all he ever heard was bad things about you, it's going to be smoke off the jump. Why would it be peaches and cream when your baby mama ain't never said nothing good about you? You were absent. She had your kids calling this man daddy at the very first introduction. Make it make sense. A man that's present ain't getting it. You know the role you played. You know you was absent, so why are you pretending? I'm not understanding, y'all. Why he over trying to co-sign against this man when it comes to his child? You can't tell a man who been in his child's life anything about his child when you were the absent one. RH wasn't the absent one. You were. It's the nerve. It's the audacity. Sit this one out, big dog. Hey, Becca. Sending money is not an active parent. Okay, listen. And then it was barely doing that. That's the thing. That's the thing. In my honest opinion, I don't think that they even reconnected until the very end when they was getting close to RH and LaOnya separation. That's when I feel like they reconnect. Because this man right here, RH, he was in home. He would know if those kids were going to meet their biological dad. He would know that because he was living with them. It's not like she could sneak and go bring them. Child by. And then anytime they went somewhere, guess who had them cheering? Walt. Walt ain't never had to keep them cheering that much when RH was there. Now she running for Walt in the ground, baby. Walt can't catch a break. Walt probably got all kind of freaking flyer miles. He can't catch a break now. When RH was there, Walt could stay to his house. He could stay if he wanted to stay with LaTruth and LaOnya. But he wasn't living with them. They said it themselves. Nah, child, look like as soon as Walt make it back to NC, he gotta turn around. He gotta turn around, baby. That is crazy. Yes, y'all, hit that like button. We got 3 something in the building. Run them likes up for your girl. Send me a little super if you can. If not, just hit the like button. I love it. Even if I don't say much, know that I do make sure I push that like button. Thank you, pretty green eyes. You say LaTruth love them kids. I agree. You could tell he did. And he still do. But it ain't nothing he could do at this point. You know, at the end of the day, they not his. So all he can do is move forward and pray for the best. Because they got their own daddy, child. They got their own daddy. So now, you know what's even more jacked up is the absence that those kids are even feeling now. Because we all know Janashos ain't no daddy tongue. That's obvious. He don't care about them cheering. And the real daddy barely see him. So at least when RH was around, he was active. They barely went on any trips without the kids. They barely did anything without them cheering. At least he included her kids in everything. You seen a family dynamic with structure. That's what you seen when this man was around. You don't see that now. And haven't seen it since she left, since RH left her. Make it make sense. LaTruth raised them kids as his. They know him as their dad. But she had the oldest 3 with another dude. Rumor has the oldest has a different child. I heard that, but I Sleeping and came out and said that he 99.99% his. So all we can do is go off of that word because it ain't like nobody ever came out here and say, that's my child. You know, so other than that, that is a rumor. Someone please allow you to do Momo hair when she sent her to RH. I couldn't believe what my ears were hearing. Imagine Booger not liking his baby mama, baby daddy, because of what their baby mama done. Child, his time come, okay? Because you could tell by how it's moving and shaking that he don't want her for real. He don't want her for real. And I feel like if he did, they would be making plans to move in together. After years, really? After 2 years, y'all still living apart? Even though early in the situation, before their own kids came into play, he was coming and going as he pleased out of her house. But I guarantee you, he never got rid of his ish. Oh, he kept his house in the back. Just like tonight, he did that live stream And guess what them twins was? Right there with him at his house on that blue section. So I feel like if he was really serious about her, especially seeing as how they got 2 kids now, why not take the next step and try to get a big house for all of them cheering? For them to move in together. I don't see that happening. And it's little things like, hold on, the post he made that let you know what it is. Y'all just pay attention to detail. When that ninja posted, hold on, let me find it. Uh, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? When Janash was posted, I could have sworn I had it. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me go to my. He posted, these past couple of months have been a challenge. Being away from my 2-month fresh newborn twins to film this dope series wasn't easy. But the love and energy from the cast and crew made every day feel like family. Their support kept me locked in, pushing me to show up and show out every scene. And I hope I made y'all proud. Grateful for the journey. He ain't. Why not mention your woman? I wish my man would. Like, what about your woman? This is a type of post you make when you're single and you just got a baby mama. They're supposed to be in a relationship. New beginnings, remember? One of the most fulfilling moments on the set on set this past month. Last day of my new series. Can't wait to get home to my baby. Basically, he's telling in so many words. His only concern is his children. And I said that early on. I said that before the kids even were born. That this man, he gonna only worry about his and his own. I said that. Why? Watch what I tell you. He don't want her. That man, y'all gonna see. Let me not say that because y'all think they think everybody be hating child. You could tell that man does not want her. A man that wants you and that want what you come with, or actually even consider what you come with, hence your kids, they're gonna move different. They're gonna move differently. They're gonna try to do things the right way. But hey, we're gonna see. Watch the play, y'all. Just watch the play. Watch the play. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get up off of here. Y'all know normally I try to do 2 hours, but it's late, so I'm only doing an hour and so. I've been on here an hour and 13, and we going to eat brunch in the morning. So I'm about to get off and go to bed, child. I will be back tomorrow with another one. I will be going live tomorrow again because I ain't talked about everything I want to talk about, y'all. So I will be live tomorrow, y'all, with another one to try to keep up on this content. Keep on this content. Y'all stay safe in these YouTube streets because y'all know how it goes down. It's real crazy out here. But I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this little quick 1-2 with your girl. Please hit the like button on your way out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, y'all.
That goes by. People always ask me why black holes. Listen up, baby girl, shit, I'm about to let you know why I always got a black holes. Whoa, 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 whoa. They talking shit up in my comments. Yeah, they don't know, but I'm about to block them. Cause every day, I block hoes. They be being shady, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. 'Cause you know I block holes, baby. In different area codes, baby. You never know, but I block.